IVM.
Hi,
You're
listening to IVM.
daily.
Hey, welcome to IVM Daily. This is Amit Doshi. With me is Naveen Narona.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Naveen?
I'm really happy
You're really happy?
because Holi just went by
Okay.
and nobody hit me with a balloon so far. So it's good.
Wow. All right. If
You know
say
what's
so.
been happening, right? Like
What?
people have been throwing balloons filled with weird stuff on each other.
Well, that's been going on for years.
Yeah, but like now it's become like for example, a guy threw like a balloon with semen inside
Oh, okay.
at a girl in a university in Delhi.
Okay.
And then there was a report about one more guy who was attacked with a balloon filled with period blood on 2 days after that. So it's just
So
been
this
like
is fairly next level. I've got to ask the question, a balloon filled with semen. That's a lot of work.
yeah. Like logistically speaking, yes, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so what we wanted to talk about today was the advances or the news in the digital music space. So just quickly, there are three big pieces of news that I think we should mention up top. First is that Amazon Prime Music has launched in India.
Yeah.
The second thing that we should talk about is that Spotify has filed for its IPO in the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
And the third thing that we should discuss is Ghana, our very own Indian Ghana, has just closed a $150 million funding round from Tencent.
Yep.
And any thoughts on what this means for the digital music space?
I think it's stepping it up now, basically because this media was not explored so well in India. Basically, we're so used to like torrents and free downloads and stuff that nobody told us you can get better benefits if you just like pay 99 rupees a month.
Yeah, of course. So,
So-
I mean, like one of Netflix's core mission statements has always been piracy is not a money problem. Piracy is an experience problem.
Yeah, and provision, like you should have that.
You need to be able to
access-
find it, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you so the second the experience becomes better to watch something on a legal service
Yeah.
as opposed to pirating something,
Exactly.
people are going to migrate to the legal
Yeah.
service. And I think that's the reason why you're seeing this kind of great growth in the music space. I mean, like in India, we have a number of different apps playing in this space. Hopefully, Spotify soon. But I mean, like besides that, we have Savan, we have Ghana, we have Book My Show Jukebox, which has entered the space. You have Hangama, you have Wink. And now Amazon Music. Have you tried Amazon Music yet?
Not yet. I've tried Google, which is also great, and even iTunes so far. Like I'm glad that iTunes has an Android platform as well to be able to listen to music. When my friends found out that Spotify might be coming to India, they got really sad because it's one of those things that you can't use in India, so people use cracked versions and causes problems on their phone. So once we legally get it, I think it'll be much safer to use.
It is. It's a great app though. I like Spotify a lot. I like the way they set up the playlists and stuff like that.
And I also like now because talk radio is one of those things again that's growing, and we are in this place, and people keep asking us, why don't you shoot videos? While it's easy to just put a camera and shoot a video, the whole purpose of it is that it's a very immersive experience. You get to listen to us while doing something else on the side.
Exactly. I don't want to be in the video space in a deep way. I feel like we should use videos strategically for certain things, but I think and I mean, like, music plays into this as well, right? I mean, like, this is basically the this is the consumption activity that people do where this is a secondary form of consumption, right?
Yeah.
You are consuming it, you are paying attention to it, but you're doing something else at the same time.
Yeah.
Typically, music, audio content is consumed like that. And it's great to see this stuff growing in, like, really, really great ways.
And I just hope it also plays into the indie scene that India has to offer. If Ghana, with all the money that they have, can now push indie artists to create their own music labels and and create unique music, which we already are missing out on because our country has some great folk musicians. Our country has some great musicians in the north, the south, who are not commercial, who are not Bollywood. So I think if it's going to come to India in full-fledged nature, I wish that everybody who's also struggling to make ends meet can also.
So from what my discussions, I mean, like, I know people at some of these various companies, right? And from what I understand, I mean, like, acquisition is a big part of their business. I mean, like, they spend a lot of time trying to acquire anything that exists. Because, see, if you're a digital music platform, it's not like you're a store, right? It's not like you can only store 50,000 CDs.
Yeah.
You can store everything.
And now you have the cloud, so it's just like...
Exactly. So they want to, for all of them, it's always been an objective to try and get everything available on their platforms. And I think that we're starting to see that. I think most of these platforms have like 8-10 million songs. And I mean, like, that's a lot. I mean, like, how much more than that?
Everything you want to look for.
Yeah.
Especially Google Music, I was saying, like I was using it. And like, even the most obscure Irish bands you'll find there.
Yeah.
Same with Savan. Once it came to India, Like they didn't just restrict themselves to giving us Bollywood and top 10 Bollywood songs of the week or whatever. They mix it up. They give you like a very in-depth. They have proper understanding of what jazz is, what hip hop is, what lounge is. So they categorize music and everything. So I think we are stepping slowly in the direction where we don't have to curate our music and make our own playlist, but somebody else will do it for us and we can enjoy it.
So from an experience perspective, I love this, right? I love the fact that this is on demand, right? And on demand is, I think, one of the key critical things for what we're doing over here as well, right?
Exactly.
So I love the fact that this on-demand stuff is taking off, but I also like the fact that even these three events, right, even though somewhat independent of each other, they all point in one direction, which is this movement of content, and irrespective of the fact that most of these guys their business models are not perfect at this point in time, right? They're still burning money, which is why they're raising money.
Yeah.
They're spending more than they're making at this point. But the fact that they're being able to pull in such large investments, Ghana is $115 million. Spotify is talking about $1 billion IPO. The fact that there's such large investments means that very smart people believe that, this is going to happen in the future, and these people are going to be the people who are going to lead that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's actually a very positive statement for what we're doing as well, because it just it makes the sense of on-demand inevitability, which I believe in thoroughly, right? I believe that on-demand is inevitable. I believe that all media is moving towards on-demand.
Especially with like Amazon's Alexa, you can just be any part of the house, you can scream, play this song for me,
exactly.
and she'll play a song for you. So
So I think on-demand, I think it's a really, really positive statement about the power of on-demand
and utopia
and
and a utopian society where we can scream.
Utopian society, okay, all right.
And where we can scream out songs and people will play it for us.
I thought you were talking about YouTube and playing music on YouTube for a second there. I was a little confused there, but yeah. Cool. All right. I think that's all we got for this episode of IVM Daily. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places. The handle we use is IVM Podcast.
Yes.
Visit the website, download the app, do all, and also go to iTunes and give us a 5-star review. We would really, really, really appreciate that.
Yes. And you can follow us on Twitter, personally, Doshi Amit on Twitter, and I am House of Narona. We'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.
There she stands, a podcast addict. Outside the bank, having traveled several miles to get in with other poor souls like her. The journey, though daunting for this youngling, will have some comfort because she has downloaded her favorite podcast. You can see more of her species on ivmpodcasts.com. Your one-stop destination where you can check out the coolest Indian podcasts. Happy listening.